welcome back to my channel. What is up? Where have I been and why is it so echoey in here? Basically, a lot of stuff has changed in my life in the past 3 weeks. I moved from Atlanta to my hometown to live with my parents, and I got a job and I moved up to New Hampshire, and now I'm in a new apartment. And there's absolutely no furniture in here whatsoever because all of my furniture is back in Atlanta with my boyfriend, and I'm waiting for him to move back down here. So right now we're long distance, and I'm currently just sleeping on an air mattress in the living room, taking it day by day, working my new job. And I just wanted to come on here and kind of like say, hey, I'm back, and like, hey, I'm sorry I've been MIA, and hey, I have a new video for you guys. So basically I wasn't sure what I was going to start my new video of, and I also like wasn't sure when, and I was going to kind of wait till I had like a good setup and like good lighting and like just kind of like wanted everything to be put together before I jumped back into my YouTube. But I kind of realized, you know, like life is life and not everything's perfect, and if my followers expect me to be perfect, then I probably don't want those followers anyways. So yeah, a lot has been changing in my life, and I'm just kind of like getting it all together, and something happened to me that I like can't shake, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna throw on the camera and speak to it and kind of like throw this out in the universe to you guys, see if I can get any like, not answers, I'm just kind of seeking theories or explanations or just something crazy that someone can tell me like, about their paranormal experiences, or even if they think this is something paranormal, because I know everyone's like a skeptic, and like I enjoy watching people talk about their paranormal experiences, but when it actually happens to me, it like doesn't make me feel good, it like freaks me the fuck out. Okay, so let's just hop right into what happened to me. So basically 2 weeks ago, I was in the shower. Now, I guess I should just backtrack a little bit, like nothing weird, like weird things happened to me, but on the spectrum of not being able to like identify the weirdness or identify the problem, like that rarely has ever happened to me. I have really fucked up weird dreams, and like I have had dreams come true, which is like a story time for later, but nothing like paranormal or like alien-esque or whatever happens to me. So when this shit happens to me, like, or when it did happen to me, like it sketched me out, okay? So basically I was in the shower and it was lunchtime. Like it wasn't like a sketchy setting, like nothing. It was like lunchtime, 12 o'clock. I'd woken up at 11. I like ate, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go shower and like go hang out with my friends like later on tonight, so I'm just gonna shower. So I was showering, I turned on SoundCloud and I had it on Justin Bieber's, it wasn't like his playlist, I just like searched like let's be friends. In the shower, I put on the playlist, I put my phone face up on the bathroom counter next to the sink. I hop in the shower, I'm like doing my thing, like showering, washing my hair, like everything's good, doing my face, everything's good, and then my music stops. At this point, I'm not thinking anything of it, whatever, like, okay, maybe someone's texting me, because you know, like, if someone texts you, though, it'll, like, ding over the music, almost, like, the music doesn't dead stop when someone texts you. So then my second thought, like, immediately, like, this is all, like, within, like, seconds, my second thought was, like, oh, like, maybe someone's calling me, and, like, my phone's on silent, so it's, like, not ringing, it's just, like, silently ringing. So I, like, open up the shower curtain, and my phone is on the prompt for putting in your password. Like, you know, on an iPhone, you hit the middle button and it lights up and it shows you the clock, okay? You have to hit it again for it to prompt you to put in your password. So like the music stopped and it was, my phone was prompting me on its own to put in my password. No one called me, no one texted me. So that was like kind of like weird and sketchy, and I was just like, okay, like didn't think anything of it. So that happened to me on a Friday. So moving forward, everything was fine throughout the day after that. Like I just got out of the shower, I turned SoundCloud back on, when I was done, brushed my teeth, whatever, like moved on with my life. The next day was Saturday and nothing weird happened. The next day was Sunday after that, and I was going to my friend's house to stay over so I didn't have to do a 2-hour commute to work. Hence why I'm in this new place, so that I'm closer to my new job. Anyways, so I'm going to her house and we're gonna have dinner, whatever, she's gonna make dinner, but she wanted to go for a walk first. So I'm like, sure, let's go for a walk. Like, haven't told anyone about this like SoundCloud like thing that happened to me yet, you know what I mean? Like, because I didn't care that much. I get to her house, like haven't like said anything to her about it, haven't even thought about it. And we're gonna go walk at this like roundabout, like around this like reservoir thing, whatever. So we're headed there and she's like, oh, like we could go the long way or we could just go through the cemetery. I'm like laughing at it now because it's like literally like one of those scary movies where you're like, bitch, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And like I could just like, I wish I had someone screaming at me, like telling me like, don't do it, like what are you thinking? But whatever, like, I don't think about shit like that. Like, I'm not sketched out to walk through a cemetery in the middle of the day. Like, who cares? Like, not me. So, she's like, oh, we can go the long way or we can go through the cemetery. And I'm like, oh, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a bright, sunshiny day. Like, what could hurt, like, just going through the cemetery, right? Like, whatever. Okay, so this is where it gets good. So we're walking through the cemetery and like it sparks my mind, like dead people, paranormal shit, like whatever, you know. Like something weird happened to me the other day and I'm telling her this story and my friend like doesn't, I'm not gonna say like believe or like doesn't like dive into shit like that, like kind of just kind of like shrugs off stuff like that. Like I've never heard her talk about stuff like that. She's not like a scary movie person, like she's just like whatever. So I knew this would be like a mutual thing to like just be like, hey, like this weird thing happened to me, like not trying to make a big deal about it. It's just like this walking through a fucking cemetery is like sparking me of this weird thing that happened to me. So I'm telling her this story and I'm at the part where I say, and my phone was prompting me to like put in my password after the music just like abruptly stopped. And she's holding her phone. I'm holding my phone like on the side, like, you know, you just hold your phone. And she's holding her phone on the side, like just like holding it normal, also an iPhone. And the music starts playing on its own. Okay, so let's think about this for a second before I get to my reaction. Music doesn't play on its own on an iPhone. Music doesn't shut off on its own on an iPhone. The only way music would start up on its own is if you plug in your headphones and it prompts you to the music screen and it'll just start playing music like that. Or connect to Bluetooth. I don't even think when you connect to Bluetooth, it's ultimately like, oh, this bitch is gonna listen to music, let's open up the music. What else? Like, you can't just like hit the side button and like, it's like, ooh, you want some music, girl? Like, no, you have to swipe up, swipe over, and hit play. That shit did not fucking happen. She was literally holding her phone to the side. And like, she's not the type of person that would just like, I can see people being like, oh, like she was just fucking with you. Like, no. Because I started crying. I wasn't like terrified. I was just like overwhelmed because this shit doesn't happen to me. And like, I don't know, the only explanations that like I could, or the only thing that I can like attribute that to is being like, oh, like someone's trying to communicate with you, right? Like that fucking happened to you on Friday and now on Sunday you're walking through a cemetery like a dumbass bitch and now your friend's shit is communicating to you with music as well. So like, who wants to talk? So I don't know, we can go over like some like explanations or like what's happening. Like my two grandmothers, my step grandmother and my, what I call Mimi, has passed away last year. So like both their anniversaries of death are like this year. But it wasn't like aligned with the 2 days that shit went down with the music and phone thing. Like, I feel like my grandmothers, like either or, both had like plenty of fucking time to communicate with me. Like, why now? Or like, you know, like it was a full moon like around that time, not like that particular day or days, like not those particular 2 days, but like it was a full moon, and like, you know, electronics have been known to like act weird. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment down below and tell me like what you think is going on. Like if you think it's like paranormal, if you think it's good, if it's bad, if my phone's just fucked up, if my friend's phone's also fucked up, or if you think they're completely two separate happenings, like maybe my phone's fucked up and her phone was acting fucking strange because we were in a cemetery, or like she was fucking with me, which I don't think is the case. And yeah, I'm back, bitches, and I will see you in my next video.